Good morning, everyone. How we doing? How we doing this morning? I hope you, in the path of Milton, are taking care and taking precautions and maybe not watching me right now. I know my more inland friends, they're probably good. I saw Zane's dad in here in the path. Olive Octopus! We're going to get to some ink samples here in a little bit. Thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good morning. Hope you are doing awesome. Power Belly, 62 months of subbing. We're going to get to your Hobonichi discussion here in a second. Sherry Bobbins, 14 months of subbing. Schmevelin, 63 months of subbing. That's a lot of months. Olive Octopus Inc. with the raid. Shout out Olive Octopus Inc. How we doing? How we doing? Needle Girl, I owe you an apology because I got a letter from you and I can't find it. I set it somewhere to open it, and I can't find it because it reminds me I got Olive Octopus Inc. I don't know if Buy Apple Taters in here. I got theirs, and I was like, yeah, I got this one from Needle Girl too, and I'm like, very Travolta memeing your letter. So sorry about that. We'll find it's literally somewhere. That's in a reasonable spot. I just have not come across it again. Subaquatic Toaster, 25 months of subbing. Let's go. Good morning. I have an open window with crisp air today, so I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, it was. Oh, it's here, Needle Girl. It's just I've stuffed it in a pocket or a bag or something like silly. But I was like, oh, cool. I need to open this. Like I saw it in the car, so it's probably in one of my bags. Somewhere like a sailor lighthouse. So this is bad, y'all. I don't know when this box turned up. I guess I found it. This was in like one of my bags over here. This is the pen box of the missing pen. I was like, why is this over here? Then I was like, damn it. Oh yeah. Well, this is worse. Like I know your letter is gonna turn up. This is worse. DIY rehab with the stream giveaway. Let's go. Hey, does anyone want? I'm gonna give away a Sailor Lighthouse box. That's what the giveaway is gonna be. Just kidding. I was like, where did that even come from? It's like, why do I have that laying around my desk? It is such a good pen. It is a really good pen. All right, let's see. Let's give something away. I didn't bring anything in from the shipping stream, so let's see what I can come up with here. Let's see. All right, we have a Sinclair error code. Sinclair error code. Yo, Steffi, 23 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Lillian444, 21 months of subbing. Mimo with the 13 months of subbing. Why aren't my alerts happening? Let's go. Thank y'all. All right, we have a giveaway redemption. All right, we're gonna excuse me. We're gonna do a Sinclair, but not just any Sinclair, an error code Sinclair. So stay tuned. And then we're gonna add in, since it's blue, I have this Tasha jeans collection. What color is this one? Dark wash jeans. So this is like a dark blue, black, navy kind of ink color. Kiro Cat, thank you for the follow. Or Karo Cat, thank you. Appreciate you being here. So check this out. This Sinclair is abnormal. Looks good from the outside. I was like, oh cool, yeah, this is a great Sinclair, right? And then you open it up, boom. Anyone see the issue here? We got no pen pockets. We got no pen pockets in the Sinclair. It got made with two notebook pockets. So that's just room for more pens, honestly. Like for y'all that like to put like 16 pens in here, this is the one that you want. Oh, it has two tags on it too. I didn't even notice that. Now that's hilarious. I've never seen a two tag one. Evan Max, 61 months of subbing. That's a lot of months. Let's go. Thank you so much. I have never seen the double tag. That's wild. I didn't even see that. Come on, alert box. Play nice. There we go. Yeah, it's two unregulated pen pockets is what it is. So that's pretty funny. Like, All right, so let's give this away. And then since I'm color matching. All right. This is a cool ink series that they did. Great Scott with the gifted sub, the Arctic Song 24. Thank you for the gifted sub. Great Scott. Arctic Song. It's a product of a mirror world. We're living in the mirror world right now, I think. All right, so let's do this giveaway. Wow, alert. Shaky Brad is like living his best life today. There we go. All right, so all right. This giveaway is open. Type exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present in this chat to win, and you must email me your shipping address. And then we need to talk about stream today, because we might be a little bit, we might be kicked out of here, chat. So we'll see. We'll talk about this once we wrap this giveaway. So thank you, DIY, for the points redemption, for the ink drops redemption. Using that 100K channel points for good. Everyone have a kicked out of the room or kicked off Twitch? Ooh, I'm having Twitch issues. I see it. I see where? Can you hear me? Can someone reply? I see a small batch of drop frames, but it stopped. It was a little hiccup. Okay, we're good. Evan, you did see I did see a little hiccup right when Evan said challenge. There was a issue. The Jedi 03, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. Everything stopped. It was a blink. Okay. Evan trying to get me banned. You know me and all the botting I do. But it does look like I had a little beep boop. Making bacon. You know, that's one of our sports teams. Happy Pin Show week. Let's go to Colorado. Colorado Pin Show this week, fam. Y'all have fun. Y'all have the best time. Probably going to have some pretty sweet weather, I'm guessing. I don't know. Did the heat move out of the West Coast? Y'all got about 40 seconds left to enter this giveaway, exclamation point waffle. Do you see that Sailor doing a build your own pro gear? So I've seen them at pin shows. They did that at Stationery Fest. I haven't seen, are they doing it like on a website or like at stores? What are they doing? From Corolla, 20 months of subbing. Let's go. Yesterday it was 80, so that's much better. Verbal approval for SF Pin Show next year. Yeah, you might want to get that written. You're going to end up, yeah, that's going to end up going, oh, are you sure? You sure you asked for that? I don't have any record of that. I don't see anything. I don't see that. Pin show and store events only. I'm okay with that, but I want to take a look at that. But it was bound to happen, right? If any company can put that together, it's Sailor. Sailor and Leuchtturm. Like, they make pins with lots of parts that are easily swappable, so that's easy to do. All right, this giveaway is closed. This is closed. So yeah, like I would do that. Like it'd have to be like the right colors and things like that. But yeah, I would totally do that. I haven't bought a Sailor in a couple years, so I should probably think about doing that. All right, let's pick a winner. Boss Baker Chris, what's up? Am I in the path of the latest hurricane? I am not, but let's talk about that here in just a second. For sure. Wow. All right, let's pick a winner. Boom. Head full of ideas. Winner. What's the name of the colorway on the Sinclair? Yeah, this was navy red. This one was easy. This one was navy red. This one didn't have any. The colors, I think the red is actually called chimney red, which it's not. It's like a very, very bright red. But I think the color was called chimney red, and this blue was just straight up navy. It didn't even have, I don't think it even had like a odd name. M. Inky Love, 24 months of subbing. These Cordura colors are seared into my brain for life. I apologize, we're having alert box issues today. Shaky Brad will not leave the premises, but I don't want to keep it closed. Oh, Slaps Booty, you missed it. Man, I wish Slaps Booty would have got in there. Thanks, Brad. Would you mind holding that till Friday-ish? Easy. Easy, easy. I mean, you're asking someone who is not exactly on the up and up shipping. But I still want you to email me, head full of ideas, and put that in the email, okay? hello@penanic.com. When you say that, just say hold till Friday. Here's my address. And easy peasy. Which means it'll probably be this weekend. Ah, man, I meant to write this in pencil. Oh, well. Yeah, Shaky Brad does need to shake. But yeah, no problem holding it whatsoever. Yeah, like I'll hold indeterminately. I'll at least give it a week. So yeah, Hurricane Milton is super nasty. It's going to zoom across Florida. I was asked if I am in the path. We are very north of this, and it doesn't look like there's any change that's going to be made. This thing is hauling so much booty that it's just going to zoom right across Florida and really cause some bad stuff. Like it looks really bad. So hope y'all are taking precautions down there. Luckily, I am not in the path this time. And I hope all of y'all stay safe. Like this is a bad one. This is a bad one. All right. Real quick, other giveaway. Yeah, I saw that, Procyon. Other giveaway on the blog right now. We put the two page per day Hobino up for giveaway on the blog this week. I showed that to y'all on the on stream a couple weeks ago. So this is the 2 page a day diary, A6 size diary. So if y'all are interested in that, go enter that on the blog. Yeah, we'll be holding some shipping for sure. Anything south, we will definitely be holding. So go enter that if you're interested. So this is the big chunky diary, 768 pages, I think I said. So if you're a prolific, daily journaler, this is the Sands and Tomoe River S, which reminds me we should circle back to Power Belly's original comment. Apparently, the 5-year planner is a catastrophe. I would like to think they would do something about that, but I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Use it for the first time of the year and love it? Nice. Me in the rubble with a bottle of Tasha. Yeah, Chunky Book is nice. Chunky Book is nice. Actually, yeah, like you need that, and it could be like sandbags around the house. They are an accessory company now. Yeah, this is. Have we hit our marker where things are different now? Like, have we hit the space and time where? Yeah, I would be interested to see if Hobonichi says anything. Probably not. So recently got into fountain pens again. Hadn't used one since primary school. Awesome, Caro. I love it. I love that you're here too. We're gonna be doing a couple fountain pen things. Jacob did a big thing on the 5-year. Yeah, I'd gotten messages and about it and seen some pictures, but it's really bad, and I hope they acknowledge it. My worry is that they're gonna thumb their noses at the fountain pen users, right? Because like friction users are such a big part of their customer base, like non-fountain pen users, but I don't know. Lear Lenny, 35 months of sub in. Busy week for some reason. Sheesh. That's all of us. So I don't know. I will be interested to follow this. So we'll see. Something for later. Bird's Eye Potato Waffles UK advert. Oh, we don't need a waffly song. That's the last thing I need, JVK. But yeah. I'm so bummed on one of the 5-year for a few years. Finally got one this year. That sucks. Like, I don't know what to do about that, right? New tires have eaten in my go budget. Oh, tires are always a pain. Happy Hurricane Week. Part 2. Yeah. Tampa, Orlando. My gosh, be safe. People should just switch to pencil. That's what I did. Yeah, but that's a 5-year commitment. So, yeah. But, I mean, yeah, for people who haven't bought and are still considering, I would go to Midori or Leuchtturm. Does Leuchtturm have 3 and 5? I might be mistaken. I don't have one of the new ones. I'm not going to get one because I'm in the old one, right? I'm on year 3 of mine. No, year 2 of mine. So, yeah, it sucks. It sucks if you can't use fountain pens with it. Real quick, let's do, since most everyone's here today, this might not be a long stationary stream. We're going to try. But here's my situation. My wife is off this week. It's fall break for my son. She takes the week off because she has to plan him a year ahead. So she's off this week. We're not going anywhere or doing anything. So she's thinking about, there's no thinking. She's painting this room that I'm in. So she's just come back from the paint store and she might be in here painting while we do this. If that's the case, we might cut over to No Man's Sky just from a noise cancellation perspective. What color? White. So we're going to change the base in here and go white. So yeah, she's going to start on this wall over here. So here's what we have so far, chat. See, it's on. Oh, we also don't have Toby today. He's at the spa. So yeah. Not going to be orange. I will tell her that y'all voted for orange. So we'll see. So we're going to stream for a while today, no matter what. I just don't know how. I don't know how much it's going to drive me crazy. Hey, Brad, how's that Basquiat book? I haven't dug into this one much yet. So this is one of the newer ones. So that stack right there is stuff that's the new stack and that I haven't really gotten into. We're not selling. No, we're probably never selling. Yeah. Also, we might have a smell-o-vision problem. We can watch the paint dry. I'm late. What did I miss? Good gods, everyone is at Publix today getting water and beer. Yeah, hopefully you're safe. Looks like it's going to be a mess. Got to get a PA logo neon sign. So I will say my wife really wants me to change all of this. And I'm like, let's go. She's like, well, let me paint the walls first. And then we can look at moving and redoing my lighting. We can redo all the things here. Step 1 is she wants to paint the walls. So I do want one of those neon light things, though. So, yeah, we'll get one. Like, I've talked to Mike where he got his, and they're pretty reasonable, like, all things considered. Like, they're a pretty reasonable thing. I also need to get a new computer. That is getting closer and closer. I'm getting more anxious to get that done because I just see weird stuff on my side all the time outside of stream. So yeah, we'll be working on it. We'll be working on long-term stream redesign. Like, that's not gonna be a fast thing. I'll have a computer in this position before we'll do anything. So let's do this. My wife is right. I don't even know what you're talking about, Boss Baker Chris, but that's just a factually correct statement that I live by. Pentac 2.0, yeah. So we have all kinds of ideas. This room is basically, this was the kids' playroom, is what we call it. So it's just like a den or a bonus room type of area. So that's why I'm holed up in here. And it can be like really changed into some cool stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, here she comes. I've warned them that there might be painting going on today. So yeah, so we're just gonna go for it. I'm secondary here in this household, just so y'all know. Like, I'm sure she thinks I'm working right now. And so she's just gonna go for it. Like, the furniture's being moved as we talk. Chat says hi. She says hi. Yeah, like the furniture's already being moved as we speak here. So she's going to ask me to help her move, but I'm going to say I'm working, and it's going to be real difficult for me. Anyone with a bottle of Diamond Registrar Blue Black? I think I have one. Is the smell normal? It depends on what smell. They're a little bit more chemically to me. The cheek of saying this in earshot. Yeah, she knows. She knows that I know she's in charge. So no matter what I say, she doesn't care, right? Because she's in charge. All right, so let's do this. Today's stream, pin chat, video games, and a marital. Let's do this. Instead of, I was going to do writing and do some other stuff. I think let's open up these ink samples from Olive Octopus Ink. So I should have some new ink samples to check out. So let's do this. She is in charge, then Toby. Ooh, I'll ask her. She just ran out of here. I'll ask her who she thinks is in charge. That puts me at third. It's probably right, huh? All right, Chad has a question for you. Who's in charge more, you or Toby? Oh, she says her. Okay, who's in charge more, Toby or me? Toby. So I see, I'm third. I told y'all I'm third. You know, it was like, she answered those way too easy. That was like, man, too many easy. Oh, so if you hear other stuff, that's the painting crew. Crew? Yeah. She's laughing at me because she knows I'm not going to help her. So she's trying to hold it in. Whose name is on the deed mortgage payments? I think were we both on that? Yeah, we're both on that. Ha ha. Ha ha. But the problem is I have to ask because I don't know. All right, let's look at ink samples. Let's see. All right, I got a note. All right, that's the nicest note ever. Olive Octopus. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what we got here. We're going in chat. Let's see what we got. So Olive Octopus Ink. If you're not, can we get another shout out to Olive Octopus Ink? If you're not following her stream, mostly like doing ink samples and fountain pen stuff, you should be. So we're gonna go through. Okay, so I think, and Lisa can correct me. Actually, if you need some help, just yell at me and I'll come. Do you need me to help you move that? She's a workout warrior, so she's over here flexing. Seriously, I can help you. Like, we're just goofing off today. Like, if this is going on, we're just gonna be. So I think this is the full Manyo series. These, what is that, 10 here? And these are the limited edition ones. So let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna go these one at a time. Azuki. Oh, are these all the new ones? Because I don't have any of these. Are these all the new ones? That has a super weird color. That's like the inside of like an abalone shell. This one, it looks like one that I would like. It's like lighter than like the magenta stuff that I like with a little bit more character. I don't know, these are interesting. This yellow is kind of like my new thing. Sorry, as y'all are looking at these, I'm looking at these too. You like the curry? Where's curry? Yeah, it's weird. It's super weird. Like I said, it looks like an abalone shell. This is Tomoe 52 GSM 2023. So this is some OG. Should be the last of the OGs. First 5 are the new standards, and the next 5 are the limited edition. Okay. So yeah, I don't have any of these. The blue and red look pretty basic. The other 3 look pretty, like I would dabble in one of those. All right, Zane's dad, be careful, please. All right, then the limited edition ones. This one's just awesome. And these 2, I like these 2. That Uri is super weird in a good way. You good? All right. Yeah, that is a super cool one. This would be like, this is how I shop for inks, is like, okay, what is my favorite? What is the obvious one I would buy? And then I try to not buy that one. So like these 2 would be the obvious ones for me to buy. So I would try to buy one of these. Like out of these, like these 2 are the obvious ones I would buy. So I'd probably try to buy one of these. That's how I've tried to like manage my ink consumption, right? It's like, this is the last thing I need, right? So, and I have several other shades like this. I love this. This is something I don't have, so I would try to buy that. So, all right, so the troublemakers. So Sepia Hour, Rodeo. This Golden Orchid's kind of wild. It's probably hard for y'all to see on the page. The Wet Pen. Oh, okay, this is Gasworks Park. That's kind of wild. I don't know if y'all can see this. It's hard to see the sheen in there, but it's kind of orangish. You can catch a little bit of it there. It's pretty neat. This one's I really like this one. All three of these, they go together. You like the Gasworks Park, yeah. Juxing Deception Pass from the Wet Pen. It's awesome. I need to look at that. I need to make myself a note. The Wet Pen. Today's pencil chat. We're still doing mostly pencils. We got Caran d'Ache Stinkwood out. It's been sitting with other pencils, so it smells more cedarish. So it doesn't. I probably need to resharpen it to get the stink back. So let me see this here. So we need, what was I going to say? I need to look at the Wet Pen. All right, let's get our next sheet. I need to resharpen it to get the stink back. True. Yeah, Stinkwood. So you have to go read some reviews. It's called Swisswood, and they use a certain type. Is it beech? I can't remember exactly what this was, but it's a very specific wood from this Swisswood collection. They've done some. They have a pine one that I have, and whatever this, I think it's a beech wood. It has this really strong. People call it a soy sauce smell. Some people say it smells like chocolate. But overall, it got well known as the nickname Stinkwood because a lot of people really didn't like the scent of it. And like Headful of Ideas is saying, I like the Stinkwood way more than I thought I would. Decently dark for as firm as it is. Almost can overlook the smell almost. It is one of the best point retention HB pencils that I have. Now, they do feel a little more clayey than I like. Like there's a balance, right? So the way they build their cores is stink is a desired feature in this particular pencil, yes. It doesn't really need to be sharpened, but let me. Because, so Caro Cat, take like cedar. Where did I put that pencil? pencils can be made from different woods. So this is a classic red cedar, right? So it smells like a cedar cabinet, right? This one smells like some combination of soy sauce and chocolate. Yeah, so that brought it back because I freshened up the core here. I mean, once you say soy sauce, you can like, it makes you think that smell. It's not quite that strong. Sorry, I think I wrote on my nose. It's definitely soy sauce adjacent. It doesn't smell like chocolate to me. Some people say chocolate. So that's how this this pencil name came to be. I have a review of it from years ago on the blog. It's a legitimately good pencil. The other problem with this pencil is it's about $5 a pencil. It's maybe like the most expensive single unit wooden pencil that I use regularly. I only have like a couple of these because I think $4.50, $5, something for that. You can't really smell it unless you're like huffing it, right? I don't really smell it like when I'm writing with it, unless I'm sharpening it a lot, and then I'll catch some of the scent. So, all right, let's get into this next. But these are two vastly different scents of pencil, because this is a really strong cedar, and this is a really strong not pencil, not a pencil smell. All right, let's check out next batch here. Wait, what did we just do? Oh, this is why I like Lisa so much. It's the same set of inks on a different page, and they change everything. I knew before I even read what paper this was, I was like, this has to be the Yamamoto bank paper, because these are the same inks. And there's only one paper that has that much differentiation in certain colors. Hey, Dutch Bill. There's only one paper that does this, and it's Yamamoto Bank. And then I look down, and it's like, sure enough. Oh, no. Yeah, Yamamoto Bank paper. Yeah. So let's look at some of these comparisons. So the first batch. So like the Sumomo came out much more orange, right? So on the top, here is Tomoe River. And look at Curry. Like, this is way more interesting here versus here. But then, like, Nagi, it's really not that far off, to be honest. But, like, it changes the Azuki pretty much. These have some shade difference, right? Red to orange, blue to more blue-green. Momo is Japanese for peach. I could see that. All right, so then the next batch, there's not as much difference. So this is the Tomoe. Let's see here. So those two. So this is the problem, chat. This paper is so good, we're never going to be able to forget it. The original Tomoe River. Right? So good. So we're always chasing this high. So these are a little bit different, not crazy different, but some character differences for sure. Then we get into, let's do this real quick. These are crazy different than the Troublemakers. These are the same inks. The 3 inks on the top and the 3 inks on the bottom are the same inks. That's wild. These are aggressively different. So you will see me never, as much as I like this bank paper, I will never review ink on this bank paper. Even though I like how this looks, right? It's not representative. Does the ordinary Mitsubishi bank paper behave the same way as Yamamoto? No, it does not. It'll be closer to these colors. The normal bank paper doesn't change much of the color. And then, but then you go look at the Gasworks Park and look, I mean, they're not that different. I mean, they are. I don't like the Yamamoto bank. The regular bank is nicer. I prefer the regular bank paper as well, Stretch. Even though I like the Yamamoto, I have to really want to use it for something. That's why I just have it in a pad, which I enjoy using that to play around with the inks. Someone at the Amsterdam Hub gave me a page original TR. Yeah, it's wild. So, but then you look at these other colors, and like, it's not universal that all the colors are going to be that different. Like, some of them are pretty close, right? You see a little sheen here on the bank paper, but you can see it in here as well in the Tomoe. So that's cool. That's really cool stuff. Love that. All right, Sailor Manyo first edition. This has one of my all-time favorite inks on here. This has to be a top 10 ink for me, and that's Akibi. So this is one of my most used inks right here, Akibi. I didn't realize there were this many different Manyos now. Ooh, this that's a good orange. That's a good bright. That's a good apricot Kinmukuse orange. I really want to love these peachy pinks, and I just can't do it. You would think this would be perfect for me. This is one of my biggest ink challenges, is using the peachy inks. Yeah, these are cool swatches. So this is the same series. This is the rainbow of the series. Haha is another one I have. This was a real popular one from the first series. I just have some of the first series ones. I don't have all these, so I'm gonna have to check some of these out to see whatever I want. Haha was a very popular one just because of that shading and that coloration. It's not a great writing ink, as you could probably tell. Hey, SD Redneck. Yomogi was very popular for obvious reasons. This one looks cool for the second edition. Actually, both of these. Yukikusa, that looks awesome. Yeah, Konagi. They have some good sheen and shade. Oh, Koke. That was another. They had a bunch of good first edition ones, if you couldn't tell. God, some of these are really neat. I do like these swatches because there's such a range of color. All right, then you get into, I want to keep these in order. Oh God, we have these on bank paper too. Then we have Kikyo, which is one that I like. I have that one. Ooh, that Fuji. That's cool. I really like this Fuji. I don't have anything like that. That one I would look at. I love Ackerman 28. Yeah, that's why I like that green one. Which of those are good shades for writing? I like Kikyo and Akibi. Right? These two are probably the most, out of the ones that I've used for writing, I use these two, which is Kikyo Blue and Akibi. But that's just me because I haven't used that many of these. Trying to think any other ones. Let's see. Yeah, this Fuji looks awesome. Is this brown or black? Chigaya, is that brown or black? That's a weird color. Those are all swatched with the glass stir rod. Nice. What color is Chigaya? I mean, I'm sitting here looking at it and I can't tell. Yeah, it's very motor oilish. It looks pretty black to y'all on the camera. I think it's very brown to me. Yeah, motor oilish. But here in person, it looks a little bit lighter, but maybe it's just the sheen. That's an interesting color. I have not seen that before. Dark green brown. Oh, so let's find that one on bank paper. Because, of course, at least I did all these on bank paper. Why wouldn't you? It's pretty similar. It's maybe a little blacker on the Tomoe. I don't know why this one's bothering me so much. I guess it's that I can't like totally read it. But I think it's because of the sheen. My bank paper notebooks came yesterday. I'm appropriately impressed. Was it the Mitsubishi Bank? I mean, that's my favorite paper. It just is. I can't explain why. It's not everyone's, but if I could just have a notebook full of paper that I'm gonna write in, I'm gonna do bank paper. I think they were going for black, but it has a sheen that might lean a different color. I think that's what's throwing me off. Is every time I think I see a different color, it's because of the light. So it might just be black, and then I'm just not seeing it. Okay, let's see what other different ones we have here. So again, I'm going to try to keep the Tomoe on the right and the bank on the left. Look at Sakura right there, the second one, the middle one. Yamabuki just explodes off of this bank paper while it's just like nice and rich here on the Tomoe River. And like Akibi looks like way worse to me. Akibi almost looks basic on the bank paper. Again, specifically Yamamoto bank paper. We got to be clear. This is not the standard Mitsubishi bank paper. So, yeah, Akibi is great. Let's see here. I'm just trying to match up the sheets here and see what differences I can find. So, Tomoe here. Like, so this is just such a character rich color on Tomoe River that if I never showed you this of Yomogi, you'd think that's pretty cool. If you never saw that other swatch, you'd be like, ah, that's pretty sweet. And then I do this. Like, come on. Like, they're the same color, but they handle it different. But then, like, this Yukikusa is like, it's close to the same color. Like, it's a little bit different, but like, it's not bad. Like, the greens stay pretty close. But then this is when I did a review of the, what was that one I did, Olive Octopus, where the color was very different, like this. Shoot, what series? It was the Sailor Ink. I can't remember what series. L. Kirby. 44 months of subbing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Got it. Let's see here. Yeah, these are really cool. Koke is pretty different. Chigaya is meant to represent kunai grass, so it's a green-black. Yeah, I'd like to see more of that one. It's interesting. Then we have this one. Let's see what's different here. So yeah, these purples, this is the one thing I noticed is the purple category really changes between Tomoe River and bank paper. Like this would really mess up your expectations, these bank papers. Kiro Cat, God, I need that. Because these look great. This Fuji looks great. What are you going to do with these? I keep them all, and then I make a shopping list. So just I have stacks of these. Oh, thank you, Caro. So, like, I don't have this. Like, this one's at the top of my list. I kind of want this one. Hurricane Disaster Prep number 1, stung by a bee on the left hand. Dang, the bees are running too. Yeah, I really like this one. I'd be interested to see how this is. Life's bank paper made by someone else. Yeah, I think they use the Mitsubishi stuff. I'm not positive. I'm not 100%. This is a standalone. No one makes this paper except Yamamoto Bank. I don't think anyone's using this for like notebooks or anything. Yeah, this Fuji's doing it for me. The Life has the 3 diamonds watermark. That's what I was thinking. I think that's what turned me on to the bank paper was Life's version. And then I was like, oh, well, I can get this in various other things. Yeah, because it was the pad. It was the pad. I was thinking the bound books, but it's the pad. The Life bank paper pad is Mitsubishi. Okay, so now we have the Iraful paper. So this paper... Is it fair to say that the Iraful people like this if they like the Cosmo Air Light? And you can tell just by the brightness of these colors, like it really shows ink colors really, really well. Okay, that was I heard a big boom, and it was my son. So let's do Yamamoto. So now we have 3 options here. So let's hold that one off. So the Iraful, it's a really great paper for ink, right? You can tell. So even compared to Tomoe River, which gives the ink's character, Iraful gives them a brightness on top of that. The challenge always with Iraful, to me, is when you use finer nibs, the paper, like for writing, the line widths tend to get wider, just like on Cal. But the colors, for a lot of people, that's worth it because the colors are really, really neat. So this one really, even though they have similar kind of mostly white bases, this one looks like it's just like a stronger white, which makes the colors stand out even stronger. So that's that one. Let's see here. So we can do them like this. So this is... But something like the Haha, which is in the corner here, doesn't work as well because it's so light. And I guess, I don't know if this is a little bit more absorbent. Does Iraful dry relatively quickly? Right, compared to Tomoe River? Because that's what it looks like here. You get in some of the base color, but you're not getting the range. When you get colors like this and you see all this sheening, it's because the paper doesn't dry very fast. Like, that's a feature, right? So just, you can see some of these, but like Sumire and Yomogi and Koniji, Iraful must dry faster based on these swatches, is my guess. Dry time is one of the things I care about the least, yeah. So that's a good kind of like 101, 201 thing. If you care about the ink color and what the ink properties are, you don't want a quick drying paper, right? You want a long dry time to pull out all the ink characteristics. You found Iraful to dry really slow? Interesting. I haven't used it enough to know. But this is what you usually see when I see two inks like this. Even though the colors ballpark the same, like the base underlying colors ballpark the same, I always think that, like, well, this took forever to dry, and therefore I got more character on here. But it's not, like, Earful's not absorbent. Like, you see these inks aren't coming through the back. Right? So I just haven't really used Earful to know. Now, this looks really good on the Earful. I like this. Like, I don't really... Like, this is fine on the Tomoe River. I really like this gray version of it. If memory serves, the Earful tended to curl up in the wet pens video swatches. Maybe. But Tomoe gets crinkly, too, for sure, because it's so thin. It gets wavy. And especially when we're putting, like, large applications of inks on there. Some will get curl up, like, just in their swatch. And then some will be just, like, broader, like, wavy. So that's... Oh, man, there's another paper. Nebula Note. Okay, Nebula Note's a pretty just straightforward paper. Let me see this. So again, I use the Tomoe as the base. Life bank paper's too thick for me. Really? Those are words I've never really heard said before. How is it? Can you explain that, Tess? Like, just the feels? I'm curious. You have me curious. So, this is Nebula Note. This is Color Versus kind of like stock notebook paper. It's a really good, just like plain white writing paper. But you can see it doesn't really show off the characteristics of the ink, even though technically from a writing perspective, you're going to enjoy it just fine, right? Like, this is probably a really good writing paper. But if you want inks to pop, well, just look at these. You can see the peach and the orange, the Sakura and the Yamabuki. These two. You can tell. So I called, like, it may not be the proper technical term, but I call these flat. Like, it's almost just like a flat color. There's not a lot of range, not a ton of shading, very little sheen, where these just are just character-filled ink lines. Chad, I'm 2.5 weeks behind on my work notebook. Do I declare bankruptcy? You declare that you're going to start today and forget about the last 2 weeks. Yeah, or do 1 day, or do a 1-to-1 ratio. Do today and then do the longest day away, and then do tomorrow and then do the longest day from that day. So yeah, so like Nebula Note is a really good writing paper, and a lot of people really, really enjoy it. If you want full like character range of your ink colors, you're gonna have to choose something else. So let's do Tomoe. Do them in the order I showed y'all. Just looking at Yamabuki. This is really helpful, Olive Octopus Ink. If you couldn't tell, I'm really enjoying myself doing this, so thank you for putting all these together and sending them to me. So, Tomoe, Yamamoto Bank, Earful, Nebula. I can't quite get them all on the screen. Again, Dutch Bill, I don't know what's going on. Looks best on Earful. Yeah. So for people who love inks and want to know, like, want to play with inks, Earful is a great paper to dabble with. I don't love writing on it, which is why I haven't used it very much. I need a crispy, firm paper, and Earful is a little soft for me. Well, hey, you have Olive Octopus Ink to thank for this, so... So then let's do Akibi, which is one that I am very familiar with. So that's going to be here, 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 and here. So Akibi is one out of all of this, is one I use the most. That's the top right corner here. So Tomoe, Bank, Yamamoto Bank. I have to be very clear when I say bank paper. This is Yamamoto Bank paper. Ireful Nebula Note. Which even on Nebula Note, it looks good. It's the brightest on Ireful. It's the flattest on Bank because it's taken away some of the purple, I think. And then it's got the most sheen on Tomoe, which is not a surprise. And then like this is just writerish paper. Yeah. This is just like a good all-around paper is the Nebula Note. Good all-around writing. Like I would choose this. Like if you're writing, I'm going to choose Nebula Note over Yamamoto Bank for sure. Yamamoto Bank is almost like a special case type of situation. And let's look at one more. The is it Sumar? Which one do I want to see here? Yeah. Okay, so Tomoe, Bank, Ireful. So this bottom center one is called Sumar. Let's see what we got here. So this bottom center one, Tomoe River, Yamamoto Bank. Which this actually looks killer on here. It's just the most different from the rest of these. Ireful and Nebula Note. So this one, there's not as much variation between all of these. But in person, which is probably harder to see on stream. The key in Akibi is, it's like the key, Akebi. Akebi. Akebi? Is that better? Akebi. Akebi. That one I need to know because I say it a lot. Y'all are always free to correct me. Please do. And then I forget. Akebi. Okay, good. Thank you. So, yeah, like these are all good on their own paper. It just depends on what you want here. Sumire. I figured I was not even close to that one. I just went with it. Sumire. This looks amazing on Ireful. But I really like it on bank paper too. It makes it teal on bank paper as opposed to like the bright blues, like the like you see, like it's not really a Konpeki, but you know, that kind of blue, sky high, that kind of blue. So yeah, pretty cool. Cool stuff. All right, let's see this black ink that I can't figure out. It's such a weird ink. Oh, what? All right, then we have currently ink. Let me see if there's anything different here. What's this? Tomoe River. Yeah, I should have gotten some of the Colorverse San Francisco Bay. That's a good teal. That's like a nice writing color that I like. And then that wet pen, the Gasworks Park, and this is that green that was on some of these. That's pretty cool. What was the troublemaker? Is this like Petrichor? Is that the name of that one? That's this color. That I'm thinking of. You're slumming it with a Wopex pencil for a month. Did you lose a bet? Yeah, the Manyos are great. Honestly, I didn't realize there were that many. And like, I really want Fuji. I think Fuji is what I'm gonna get. All right, let me do. Let's see, what ink is bright? Yeah, I think I want Fuji. For something I don't have. Even though it's the purple, like I have a lot of purples, I think that one's the most interesting. Then maybe Uri, which is a weird color. Let's look at Uri real quick. Yeah, look at these shades. This one's different on each page. So this one right here, look at this one. This is the same ink. Tomoe River, Bank, Yamamoto Bank, which it looks the best on. Iraful, which I don't know, that might be even better. And then Nebula Note, which looks fantastic. So that's pretty cool. They added 15 this year alone. Wow, okay, so that's where I got lost, was this year's. Need more browns and grays? Well, just get Uri, and you have brown and gray in one ink. So I think Fuji and Uri are what I want. Oh, and this is more of it over here too. Awesome. All right, let's do a giveaway. I bet we're going to do an ink giveaway. What do we think? So there's a difference between dip pen ink and fountain pen ink. There can be a drastic difference, but you can use fountain pen inks as dip inks. It depends on what you're trying to do. If you're thinking of a dip ink that an artist used, like black, most of that it is going to be different. It's going to be like an India ink, very waterproof, glossy. But you can get fountain pens with some of those characteristics that you can actually use in pens, where India ink you would never use in a fountain pen because it can't flow through the feed and nib. So there's some you shouldn't use, like Digital Medievalists has said. So you just have to read the instructions, understand what you're getting into with some of them. All right. I wonder if that brown black is anything like Birmingham Seized Gearbox. What a great name. What a great ink name. Okay. Let's do a giveaway. What do I have here? What is this? Amarillo ink. Let's do how about a double ink? How about a double ink giveaway? Because I still have more bottles of Fire on Fire where I didn't like the label. But they're perfectly good. Wopex is a choice. All right, let's give this away. Shirakashi is my sentimental favorite ink. Okay, I gotta look at that now. Sorry. I have these all out of order now. Okay, there it is. So it's right next to Uri. Okay, I can see that. Like, that could be a choice, too. One of those two. Oh, look at that one. This one and the center one are very different on this page. Wilden. Yeah, so this is good on Nebula Note. These two. Like, I was picking this one, and Lisa was picking this one. Okay, so let's give away 2 inks to one person since we've had a very inky day. Let's give away this bottle of Fire on Fire that I pulled because I didn't like the label splash because I'm weird that way, even though it literally means, oh, that's the Nuts pen ink. Ah, gotcha. Exactly, Caro Cat. And then we have this one. This must be the pink. Yeah. Rosa Mexicano. This ink is awesome. Like my Akibi that I like, this is probably a little bit brighter. Somehow let a little... Hey, this is a good match. Like, spilled inks. They're not really. Like, they're perfectly fine. So, this one's even still sealed. It must have had it on when it was being bottled. So, this is from Amarillo Stationery. Eric, a.k.a. Gamma Gamma, sent that to me. So, we'll give you... One person's going to win both of these. So let me set that up. All right, this giveaway is open! Exclamation point waffle! Exclamation point waffle! Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. Right here in this chat, and you must email me hello@penaddict.com with your shipping address if you are the winner. I think we need to add more ink stains to the desk mat. Thanks again, Lisa. This was really fun. This actually kind of fit what I needed to do today, even though it wasn't what I planned to do. That actually worked out well, because we're not gonna be able to stream too long here with the painting activities. She's off to a rip-roaring start though. She's got her headphones in now, so she can't totally hear me. Got to get some paint splatters on the desk mat. That's true. How many different inks do you have in your collection now? I'm probably like in the... I haven't counted on purpose, but it's got to be like 150 to 200, I'm guessing. It's an obscene amount of ink that I use about 20 of them, it seems like. 20 to 30 of them. It's obscene. Oh, for sure, for sure. You love ink? That's a fact. I haven't counted on purpose. True. That's exactly right. Don't count. How often do you audit your ink stash? Like, I've done it like once, and it needs to happen again. Like, it needs to happen like aggressively. My favorite streams were one when Brad says he won't be going long today. Good sign I need to grab a coffee and settle in for the long haul. Yeah. I actually won't be going too much longer, but we're going to go a little bit more. Yeah, rookie numbers. I know, like, one of y'all says rookie numbers, and one of you says mercy. That's how this hobby is, chat. My color ring is about half full, so probably 50-ish to me. I think 50 is a good number. Rosa Mexicano, and you can get it at Amarillo Stationery. I think, did I review this one? Did we? I know I reviewed Frida. Did I actually review this one? I can't remember if I actually reviewed this one. Yeah, don't count. And definitely, Brash and Sassy, definitely don't create a spreadsheet with dollar amounts in it. Never do that. Holy cow, never do that. 10 inks, and I'm contemplating dropping back to 8 since I have redundant inks. Yeah, that concept wouldn't fly. You just made some matcha. Nice. Swatching all my inks into a Hobonichi notebook, and I'm up to 176 inks and I haven't even swatched my blues yet. Oof. Oof. You have a good problem. Need to start using my Esterbrook dipless pen again. I had Noodler's Bay State blued in it for quite a while. Oof. That'll stain. That'll leave a mark, as they say. It's currently sold out. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be getting any more. He's sometimes hangs out here in chat, Eric. But he must not be in here today. But email, I don't know what the current status is, if he's gonna get some more. It's such a good ink. It's legit good. I only have about 30 or 40 inks, but I'm almost halfway through my 330 mil Pilot Blue Black. That's awesome. That's a great ink too. I have more ink samples than ink bottles. I'm always chasing the new shiny, so I learned that Sample Road is cheaper overall. For sure, in Inky Love. And that's exactly why I don't do samples, because I would chase, right? I would be chasing all the inks. So I just have a handful of samples that people send me from time to time. But I don't actively look for samples. I try not to buy like crazy bottles, but here we are. Okie doke, let's pick a winner. Naper Villain. Dun dun dun. Naper Villain's getting inky. Let's see. Chicago Bears-ish orange? Not really. I don't know. Two of my favorite inks, honestly. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I basically buy a sample mini pack every order I do with Wonder Prints. That makes sense though, A. Miller. Like, I would do that, especially to like try stuff. But what I'm not gonna do is go and buy like 20 samples and go and, oh, which one of these am I gonna try? Because then I'll just end up with 20 samples in the way. Woohoo! Vote to change the lurk message to Target is getting inky. That's not a bad idea. All right, Naperville, email me, hello@pinac.com with your shipping address. My rule is to have fewer swatches than Mountain of Ink. I think literally all of us fit into that category. Olive Octopus Ink is making some headway. Probably. Kimberly. All the Hobbies is probably making some headway. But yeah, I think we're in good shape. All right, Naperville in. I'll remember to use the pencil this time. All right. You slowed down a lot, Toasty? Yes, Toasty was on the list there for a while, I'm sure. Mike is up there, true. Yeah, Mike is a big ink sample tester and swatcher. I think, honestly, I would do more if I committed to a swatching habit. And I don't have a swatching habit. I guess maybe I have enough other habits that I feel okay about, that I don't need a swatching habit. Like, I feel like I'm not compelled to have a swatching habit. Like, I would like to have, I might play around with my currently inked and just, maybe do some swatches from what I have currently inked. But I never really just kind of go through all the things. When I first bought ink other than work ink, someone at Venice was super helpful about samples to try. Nice. Ooh, my kitchen counter will forever have evidence of using that ink. If your nickname has ink in it, you get a pass on number of inks. I like that. I'd buy that. I guess that's why, do I get a pass on pens then? Like, that feels like a better fit for me. I get a pass on pens because my handle is Pen Addict, right? So we get a pass for the things that we say about ourselves. Like Toasty Treat gets a pass on toast, right? You gave me a pass a long time ago. I'm glad I have a pass because my wife doesn't give it to me. She's already got paint in her hair. Rip. Be right back figuring out how to get ink added to Rewill. No, Rewill, you just Rewill, I don't know, you need to mix purple in there, right? Then you get an exception for all things purple. Pens can be treats too. You get a pass on broads. Nibs. Broads, nibs. This rule is great. Yeah. Still no IGDM pass. That's one of the weirdest things. I wish I could explain that, Dutch Bill. I could pull up my phone right now and show you I have 0 message. Like, you could send me a message right now, and I could pull up my messages, and there will be no existence. I will never be able to explain any Instagram messages. I think that's like the worst platform for any kind of messaging, like DM messaging. Dreamcat doesn't quite fit me. I don't know. Maybe it's, something to aspire to. Something to aspire to. All right, what else do I want to talk about today? I am starting to work on my pencil list for the podcast. I think I'll probably be able to do it tomorrow. What else am I working on? Still playing with a lot of pencils. I'm down to 4 pens inked up after this weekend, which is good. No access to my channel. Like, I literally don't even have anyone blocked. Quick Spoke News? No Quick Spoke News. Like, you can't see Pen Addict, like the Pen Addict Instagram handle? Is that what you're saying? Where does a missing Sman go? In the Closet of Doom right now. Oh, DM channel. Yeah. Long Spoke News. We have refined this prototype that I was playing with that we're probably close to production on. I don't know if that'll be comments to stories go to DM, and then that's where it doesn't go. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and yeah, because I get those messages. Weird. Rating for my rocket pen. So yeah, we're I think we're able to narrow this down some diameter wise. How about the funky fountain pen? That's a ways away. We don't have a final version we're happy with for production. So we don't even have a final sample of that. That's a we need to work on the sample more before we get another round of prototypes. So that's going to take some work. That's a next year thing at this point. More click colors will eventually be coming. Still a possibility, absolutely. But Brian and I both like that pen as a concept. So yes, it has not been like off the drawing board. It's still on the drawing board. Will the rocket pen have different colors? What rocket pen? This one? Are we calling this the rocket pen? We already have the name for this, we think. I'm not going to tell you, though. Haha. Are spoke pens machined? Yes. Yes, so the rocket... This isn't going to be called the rocket pen. And I don't think they're going to have hot swappable sleeves. We should do an axle in this color. True. It'd be a good color. I would love a spoke book showing concept production for the pencils and pens you have made. We probably could. Brian's got so much. Yet definitely no clip. You did miss the purple axle news. They came and went again. It's crazy. We need a line where Brad hand carves every pen. I'm not that talented. I would. Do you know how much stress I would have over doing this? Hi. So this is the Good Made Better pen. This is the Jester. Do you know how much this would stress me out to do by hand? Joy Division pen. I already have one of those. So someone makes the pieces sitting at a machine. No, they will go through. They're made from like full like titanium rods that like computerized machines, not by hand. You need to do the axle and the purple use for the icon. Yeah, you need your pens to match. Well, good luck getting any anodized to match. Yeah, so CNC machines can get programmed, right? So they're programmed because we're making hundreds and hundreds at a time. So you put in the program, feed the machine the bar stock, then it cuts it and spits it out. But far from a finished product. Lots of steps involved. Always rub that roadie with the topo looking pattern. Yeah. Any parts made by screw machine? I don't even know what a screw machine is. What's a screw machine? You need to do axle rose gold. I would do that just for the joke. I just remember the Monarch nib. Can you imagine how good the Jester would look with a match nib? I could do that. Hey, Murdoch. Need me a lava and blue rocket pen. So I could put my Monarch nib. My Monarch nib could go in here, right? Because it's a Yovo number 6 setting, right? My Monarch nib could go here. Correct. It's like a CNC but fully mechanical. I don't know. Is that the sunrise or sunset? Yes. It is the sunrise or sunset. What do we think this one is, chat? I always get it wrong. I think we decided it was sunrise. I'd have to go look at it because I thought it was sunset and I was wrong, so I think it's sunrise. Or I have it wrong. But yes, it's the sunrise or sunset. You're telling me it's sunset? It's sunrise. Don't do that, Dragon Drawer. I'm pretty sure this is sunrise. East Coast. It looks like a lipstick. Maybe. A little twist. A little application. But yeah. Ooh. This would look good with some of those Manyo inks. Looks like sunrise to me. Orange is coming up. What about this way? What about this way? So yeah, I'm going to get the opposite version, right? That totally helps. That, I mean, if I knew for a fact, I would tell you. But here we are. But I'm going to get the opposite version. So I'm going to get the pink orange. That way, if I want solid, I could do solid. Giving serious consideration of breaking my personal price limit for the Good Made Better Kickstarter. Yeah, I mean, it's also good to have like personal price limits too, right? Like, there's like, that's a good thing. All right, just to pick at everyone's brain, here's a good question. If you were to introduce someone to this hobby, what would you give them? I have an answer. What does chat say? Digital Medievalist already has my answer. I'm giving someone the Platinum Preppy. And then, like Digital Medievalist says, the paper matters. You can't just give someone a fountain pen. You have to give them like a decent paper. But like the Platinum Preppy, I believe, is the answer. Because it's about $5 and it's super high quality. But then you have to have the paper to match, right? You want to, like, something, an easy, good paper to get is like a Rhodia paper. Preppy 2 breakable. Preppy 2, I've literally never heard of anyone breaking a Preppy. I mean, if you drive over it with a car, yeah. Who is breaking a Preppy? Yeah, Rhodia's kind of widely available. Platinum Procyon over Preppy. There's no benefit to a new user to get a Procyon, in my opinion. You've broken like 7 Preppies? What are you doing? The cap split. The clip cracked and fell off, and the cap cracked. Like, the clip, that might be a you problem. The cap cracking, huh? Cap's too weak. Okay. All right. Cap's too weak. The cap cracks. Okay. Maybe it's because I've been mostly using that white one, and I think it's a little bit different plastic than that clear one. Maybe. Procyon looks better, more likely to be used for some. That's true, but if you don't know you like fountain pens, or that you can even write with a fountain pen nib, I'm still going to choose the Preppy. Then you can get the Procyon next. Preppies feel cheap and the nibs are eh. Hot take, V-Pen Varsity is superior in all ways except that it's disposable. They lay down so much ink. If you get the Varsity on the wrong piece of paper, you will never use a fountain pen again, is my belief. But that could go for a lot of pens, I guess. Perpinep is heavier than a regular Preppy. Maybe that's why I like it. May give a Lamy CP1. Procyon feels indestructible. Yeah. You give V-pens to your students. Yeah. That's, boy, that medium nib is a gusher. Find the Preppy to be extremely overrated. Yeah. You like the Kakuno over the Preppy? I like the Kakuno over the Preppy too. It's just like 3 times the cost. Give them a Gin House Shark pen. Prefontaine is a good one. Yeah. Given a Varsity because of those pen I had on me. Well, I mean, I question your choices already, but gave someone else a Lamy Safari and gave someone else a Twisby Eco. Yeah. It's like $2 more for the Kakuno. Isn't the Preppy like $4.50 and the Kakunos maybe start at 12 or 13? That's at least twice as much. I've never seen a single digit Kakuno. And I've seen Preppies under $5. I like the Kakuno, but it dries out too fast for a new user. Interesting. Yeah, the Pilot Metropolitan is always good choice, but they did raise the price a little bit on those. Oh, the Perpanep's a different model. The Perpanep's $8. That's not the base Preppy. Yeah. Perpanep's my favorite. But yeah. Perpanep is not the standard Preppy model. Blow your nose, paint's irritating you. My nose is always irritated. Preppies, no way. The Preppies are not $7.50. Have I lost my mind? The basic horrible paint job Preppy is no way. They're gonna make me click buttons. All right, it has gone up. It's a whopping $5.50. It used to be $4.50. Perpanep was a paper. They did it in collaboration with Kikuyo. They did a combo deal. Plus shipping. You just have to order enough, Dragon Drawer. Shipping. The extra fine is randomly $7, really? Let's see. It sure is. All right. Well, I haven't bought a Preppy in a while. Also, I wouldn't buy a new user an extra fine Preppy. Fine or medium is fine. They have gone up, though. I stand corrected. How much is the Varsity these days? Is it still like $3? Do they have it on here? How much is the Varsity? It's got to be cheaper than this, right? Whoops, I can't even spell. Yeah, $3. Maybe the Varsity. Varsity is like half the price. Depending on where you get your Preppes. Prefontaine over the Preppy. Yeah. Prefontaine is the plastic barrel. The Procyon is the aluminum barrel. Why not extra fine? Because it could, like, a new user could think it's pretty scratchy. Like, if you're trying to give a new user, I don't want to give them something on one of the ends of the spectrum. Right? And that would be on the very, very end of the spectrum. Unless you think they already like really fine pens or fine pencils, then I would get it. But the finer the nib, like for a beginner, the finer the nib, the less the ink's going to flow, right? You don't get as much ink, so therefore it feels scratchier, even though that technically might not be the right term. So I tend to recommend something wider for a brand new user. The Varsity only comes in medium. Plaisir's the aluminum Preppy. They have so many. And they all start with P. And I can't remember them all. It's nice to be a new user even though I'm old. Something, old dogs, new tricks, right? I love the Procyon, except that sometimes Platinum doesn't center the clip over the word Procyon on the barrel. That drives me nuts. Oof. Yeah, don't tell me that, because that would drive me bonkers too. That would be like 300 words of my review is complaining about how the clip is not lined up with the word. Like, the least significant thing would drive me the most crazy. Pilot Varsity holds a lot of ink. Yeah. All right, maybe y'all talk me into the Varsity. I let my friend try out several of my fountain pens. He instantly gravitated to my Sailor PGS with an EF nib and handled it like a champ. That's extreme. That's insane. I like it. Was that the Kaweco that broke your brain? Yeah, I forget what they called it. Like the original or something that. Not that again? Yeah, we could do it again. Is the Procyon the one that does the modern maquille? I don't think so. They get me so confused, I don't even know. The Varsity is cool in that you can get purple ink. Props to the Varsity for that. You can get purple ink. Suppose while the topic is up, anyone know of a feed section compatible with the Procyon that takes a Yovo number 6? I know you can find it the other way around, but I'm weird looking for a way to put a 6 in my Procyon. That is the one thing that I just can't wrap my brain around is like real like modifications and swappings that aren't just like straight up hot swappable. You can still get the V pen from Amazon apparently. Is that not this pen? Or is it different? I clicked. What's the difference? Is this a regional name thing? Or what's the difference here? I mean, I know it looks different. But is it technically different than this? Certainly not, right? Oh, fine nib. Gotcha. Fine nib. I didn't see that you wrote that cool penguin. F nib. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like Jet Pens just has the mediums. Okay, I see what you're saying. Should I start doing this, chat, for my reviews? Right. Because hand size is standard, right? Hand size is standard, so I should just do my reviews like this. Every review I should have this, because everyone's hand is the same size. Kaveco with the clip and the words not lining up. Don't tempt fate, Brad. God, that has frozen the stream more than many. Okay. Did we get an answer? Did we get an answer? A good enough answer? Y'all might have turned me into the Pilot Varsity for the first option. For the first pen, I think the paper's just as important as the pen, though, and I think a lot of y'all will agree with that. I think the paper is just as important with the pen. Plumix, the Plumix wouldn't be that bad, I don't think, because a first-time user, the nib might actually be better, unless they have a weird. I mean, they could have a weird grip. And not having the ball on the tip could be a problem, but that would shockingly not be as bad as you think. I enabled my physical therapist with a Gin House Shark. That's hilarious. Best paper to give with the pen? I would just get Rhodia because it's easily accessible. That way you're going to have a nice smooth surface for a nib. And it's not that expensive. And it's easy to find relative to most other stuff. Ink, too, I can't say I didn't enjoy. I can say I did enjoy Kaveco's. Ink is my first. Yeah. Yet paper's more important than the pen. I kind of agree with that. Like, I kind of agree that paper is more important. I give Nebula a casual note. I think the coated paper is not for everyone. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I was just looking for something easily accessible that's going to make a difference for the fountain pen nib. Staples True Red notebooks work surprisingly well if you're going cheap. I haven't tried those. I know the black red was always good, and then their sugarcane paper was always good. I think I might have one of those True Red notebooks laying around. Pen and Gear dot grid at Walmart is nice to write on. Interesting. Does Walmart have the varsities? Like, you could do like something, you could probably get out of there for $10 with a varsity and a decent notebook. The best pen and ink will be undermined by poor paper. I'm sure that's what's turned off so many people in the beginning. Oh, Michael Clairefontaine, or I think I don't know how to say it. Michael. That is a good fountain pen paper. Michael Reus. I think that's the one you're saying, Nobod. The one you're mentioning. When I worked at Staples, we said some low-end Waterman and Parker Dirt. Yep. Macarius from Spain. Gotcha. That's the only... What else would it be? I can't think of what else. So Mead notebooks that are made in Vietnam do work with fountain pens? Is that what you're saying? Or you're saying not those? Macarius is wildly inconsistent. Their index. I've never tried their index cards. Fabriano. Okay, cool. Interesting. I never knew that. All right. I think we're going to wrap it here today, chat. We'll be back tomorrow with a podcast and then a stream. I don't know what the painting's probably going to be happening all week, so we'll see. We'll see what our streams are like. I'm going to say it, chat. I'm going to say it. I might stream No Man's Sky this afternoon. And a white room. It's not going to be finished for a while. We got some work to do. We'll see. SL Pippin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right, so all my friends down in Florida, please stay safe. Play Cuphead. I don't know that I have the patience for that. Caro, thanks for hanging out with us. Glad you found us. See y'all tomorrow.